I'd say just now there's more company buy-in. I feel like culture is getting stronger than it was. I mean, we had a good culture. It was always kind of a family feel before, uh, but now we worked a lot on getting the right people in seats and getting the right people in the company. Uh, Created our core values, and we're sharing our core values and gotten posted to job sites now and everything. So I feel like and we're sharing that more often with the team. Uh, so I think that is one of the bigger changes I've seen, culture wise, but also just getting over the hump. I mean, we were always right there. Felt like we was about to break through. Then we had some things happen that we had some more finances, and now we can actually grow the company that we couldn't before. We were kind of handcuffed before. Whew. I guess one of the main things is probably getting out of the weeds. I mean, when we started with you, I think we had just hired an estimator, and I was always the whole estimating department by myself before. So now we have two full-time estimators and an assistant helping. So just building that team under me, specifically allowing me to kind of focus on running the company and doing what we got to do to grow this thing and kind of get over the hump, like I mentioned earlier. Uh, Plus just growth in me as a leader. I guess I really didn't really understand fully how to run a business because I was just getting into the ownership when we started with you. Uh, so just seeing how everything connects and intertwines, and just having a better understanding of it, and understanding how one thing changes over here changes something over here, and how they interact. We started having quarterly meetings. So at one point, they were just safety meetings. It was just for field superintendents. Uh, so I think last year, or maybe beginning of this year, we started, and now it's a one team meeting. We invite the whole office, every employee, laborers to CEOs, and everybody in between. Girls in the office come, and it's more of a this is what we did last quarter. This is what we see coming. This is what we plan to do this quarter. Uh, and it's just more of sharing information with them and making them feel like they're part of the team rather than they're just out in the field and we just tell them in the office what they need to do. They don't have any input, so we're trying to get them some input. Tell them, this is where we're going. Let us know what you think about it. Or sometimes we're even bringing them in the office and kind of having two on, or I guess a 4-team meeting, two in the field, two in the office, and kind of let's talk about what's working, best practices. What are y'all seeing? What can we do better? Like we want their input into how we I guess how we move forward as a whole company all in one. So I feel like the work that we've done is really helping to bridge that gap. And like I said, we've put in a whole lot of emphasis and spent a whole lot of time and energy on closing that gap. We feel like the more we tell them, the more we invest in them, and we invite them to step into this. That they have a sense of ownership, and they feel part of it rather than just saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. I want you to give me ideas. You help us. Like this is where we want to go. Y'all need to help us get there. So I feel like with empowering them or inviting them to that, it just creates more buy-in and works better for the culture. Yeah, I mean, it was probably middle of year two probably when we started, and we had met with you every quarter, and rock completion was 30, 40, 50%. Just wasn't any emphasis, and we kept finding ourselves bitching and moaning and complaining about the same things and not being able to get where we want to be. And I don't know, something just hit me while I was in that session. I was like, this is bullshit. Like the system tells us we need at least 80% completion rate. That's what we're gonna do. That's my commitment for this year, and I'm gonna hold everybody accountable and make sure they do it. And since then, we've hit 80% on every quarter, and it was just like totally eye opening. It was almost business changing, and like you said, we were able to get back within Walmart, but now Walmart is coming to us saying, how many can you handle? How many do you want? We want you to be our guy, which we've never had that in company history. Anybody come to us and say that. So we was actually able to start forecasting and planning ahead, whereas before it's like, I don't know where the next job's coming from. Well, now we kind of, it's not set in stone, it's not perfect, but we know that we're getting 5 or 6 jobs next calendar year in probably Q1 and Q2. So it kind of helps you plan a little bit and take some of the stress off of where's the next job coming. yeah, it definitely is eye opening when it comes to having those tough conversations, and doing the rocks and doing the L10s, and it's kind of evident the ones that are not holding their weight, and it makes I kind of use the rocks and the L10s and the data we get from the system as almost not not leverage or proof, almost like proof of like you're not cutting it. Like we set these goals, you're not hitting them, you're not fitting in. Uh, but it's never easy to do the people changes. But we have realized that just rip the band-aid off. The sooner you get it done, the better. You feel better. Everybody feels better. Sometimes you're actually doing them a favor by letting them go and telling them they're not a fit. Because I feel like they can feel the pressure and the tension between everybody. They want the right people and they want like-minded people, and it's all about the flywheel. We got to get the right people and get the flywheel spinning. So it's eye-opening every time a change is made. You know, there's little comments being made, about, oh, all right, well, serious about this and serious about that. So we need the accountability. I mean, we try to do it ourselves and we just can't do it. We're not, and we need the every 90-day refresh. I mean, it's just too much. We get bogged down in the business, and we need somebody to step in and say, guys, back up a little bit, reset, get back, elevate, and start thinking about the big picture stuff. So, I mean, we wouldn't. It's more of the accountability piece. We can sit here and say we're going to do it, but we're not going to do it unless somebody's holding on to the fire. I'd probably say personality fit. I mean, you fit pretty good with us. When we were going down this road, we interviewed, I think, one or two other business coaches, and there was just something about them that just didn't feel right. You felt right. Plus, we love your intensity and you called bullshit on us when we need to be called bullshit on. Uh, and I think that's what we need. So I've actually had probably two or three people in the past few years call and specifically ask about exit. I'm like, dude, you need to do it. You need to jump in and do it. Like it's gonna be business changing. It's gonna be awkward. You're gonna have some hard conversations, but it's gonna push you to what you need. It's gonna hold you accountable, and he's gonna just make you get where you want to get. It's all on you. You set your own goals, but he's just gonna make sure you get there. So I've actually said that to a few other people. So I think I gained more time personally by doing this. I guess put an emphasis on what's important. You know, there used to be back in my younger days, it was like I had to grind 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And I was like, I really know what I need to get done and what's important. And sometimes I can get that done in 30 hours rather than 50 hours. So it creates capacity for me to go coach my kids baseball and soccer and go home early, or go get my kids from school one day, or go have lunch with my kids at school, go to the activities after school. I mean, it's just all of that stuff. Uh, and I think it's really because of the way we built the staffing around us and got competent people that we can actually delegate and trust. Delegating is one thing, but actually having somebody you can trust when you delegate it just creates a sense of ease of mind and just creates time capacity more than anything.